and this is another Corner Convo. As usual, I'm not alone. I got a full house tonight. I got two first-timers. I got returners. Got my veterans. Yeah, it's a Corner Convo, bitches. Okay, we're gonna start with intros. On my left side, with the one and only making a return, she is Ray's in the building. Next to Ray, we have a first-timer, and she goes by the name of
Cindy.
Cindy's in the building. Next to Cindy is another first-timer, and he goes by the name of
Steven. Wow.
Steven in the building. So behind Steven, we have the one and only
The Professor
has returned. Next to the Professor is
Robin Lee Allen.
Robin Allen in the building. We heading to my right side. Who's at the front of the right side over there?
BK Diva.
BK Diva's in the house. Making a lovely return to the Corner Convo is the one and only
Queen Evelyn.
Ow! And next to Queen Evelyn is
Queen Hadassah.
the Queen is in the building.
I want to be
Recognized.
Please knight me.
Pair of queens, couple kings. We got a full house in here. Who that behind the queens?
It's the G-spot.
All day, every day. Did you find it?
All the time.
Right down the middle. Hey, we even got studio audience. Studio audience holler at us one time. Yeah. That was them. They off to the side. Okay, without further ado, we're gonna go straight into it. Things have happened in Cleveland. Okay? Things have happened in Cleveland. On the bus, I'm sure you've both of you have seen it. I want you to hear the uppercut heard round the world. Watch this. Oh! And that's the reaction. No. Did you see that? Did you see that? They wasn't looking. They just heard it. Every time somebody hit that punch, they ooh. Like you just got uppercut. So if you don't know, you soon will. A 25-year-old sister was on a bus in Cleveland. Her story is that it seemed the bus driver didn't believe that she had her fare, so he was harassing her. So they got into a confrontation, and on this video, it looks like she did something to him physically. After she did something to him physically, he did something to her. He really
did something physical to her.
Yes. So, everybody here has seen the video, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I need some opinions on this whole situation. Who's right? Who's wrong?
I like his line, his first line.
Which one?
You know, you wanna act like a man? Well, I'll treat you like a man.
That's a big statement right there.
I know a lot of times these days, ladies feel that it's a whole comparison thing. You need to compete, you need to show yourself, you need to be on a level. But really and truly, it's two different worlds. So. I mean, I'm not condoning the action. Violence is never the way.
Right.
But, he basically set a context whereby, if it is, you're going to treat me this way, then I'm going to bring to the table what I know as a man, how society has raised us in this physical. Yeah. We know about that. That's nothing new for us.
Hold on, wait. This is going to be a passionate conversation. Yes, it is.
That's nothing new for us in the basketball courts, in the field, wherever. That's how we handle stuff.
That's next to another man.
Right.
I mean, granted, okay, she came out her face, she wanted to be tough.
She shoved
But
them.
based on just what you said, that for whatever reason, there are some women who feel they got to compete on that level. There's no validity really to that. So I mean, he couldn't just uppercut. If her mouth was open and he caught her tongue, they would be sitting on the floor and be clipped. I mean, an uppercut.
But you skipping. I mean, before it reached to the uppercut, there was a lot of different elements that took place.
There was a verbal
battle
going between the two, and the verbal battle was a discussion of physical confrontation.
And they were on the same level then. It
right.
was verbal. But then she was the one who upped the game and became physical and accosted his space. And I mean, if you enter into something like that, then you have to be ready for the repercussions. You shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Hold on, wait. I don't want to overlook. Brother Robin had his hand up, so I want Evelyn. Okay. Brother Robin, what you got to say?
Yeah, I like my issue. It's not about the being like a man thing. I don't think in terms of that.
Oh wait, could you put your phone on vibrate, please? Put your phones on vibrate.
That's not vibrate.
Somebody was ringing. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
But I mean, my big thing is that because this is my generation, and I know that people in my generation, not necessarily my exact age, you know, we tend to have grown up in a world that's not really connected to reality very much. And I mean, the truth is, you just can't. I mean, you can't do that. There's a level of respect, you know, that people deserve, especially when.
So who are you kind of siding with right now? I'm not clear.
I think the bus driver is the person I would side with, just because he's an older gentleman and he wouldn't have. I mean, you know, he's probably a veteran on his job. He enjoys his benefits. He's taking care of his wife, kids, grandchildren. So he's not going to do anything that would jeopardize that, you know, on a day-to-day basis. And I think this young person came and they and like I said, young people are very stupid.
She's 25 though.
No,
I wouldn't give her credit for being too young.
No, I'm people my age are stupid.
You're right. No
You know,
question.
Okay, open up the same for yourself then.
And, well, the thing is that my thing is that if a person doesn't realize their own ignorance, they have no place to be able to heal it and to cure it. And a lot of us, we've grown up because life has been so comfortable, life has been so good, we haven't seen struggle.
I dig.
We have this tendency to forget.
What
you
the
know,
real struggle is.
What happened before you?
Yeah.
I dig it. Professor, what was your question, bro?
Just to one of the queens over there.
How?
I'm like the brother here. I don't condone violence, just generally speaking. It's not the answer. I don't believe. But I hear you saying, but an uppercut but she's not a man. But my question is, didn't she know that was a man when she got on the bus?
Let her answer that.
Yes.
And if it was a man, then was she assuming that because she was a woman, she could do anything she wanted to that man without any physical repercussion?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it was right for him to do what he did.
You next, Evelyn, I got you.
However, in some of the research I'm working on now, I find that a lot of women feel like because they are a woman, they have the right to do whatever they want to a man, verbally, emotionally, and even physically, and not expect
any repercussions.
The repercussion or a physical response back. And I'm not so sure that's fair, especially in today's society where, we're all, in one way or another, we're moving towards complete equality. We're not there yet, but we're trying to move to that. Well, if everybody's going to be equal and you want that equality, then if you hit me, I personally might not hit you back just because that's how I was raised in the South. But if I see another man hit you back, well,
okay, let the ladies respond now. Queens on the scene, go for it now.
Okay, the one thing I want to say as far as something that Robin had said, you made a big assumption on what this man might be like. He may just be a downright abuser and gets a kick in hitting women. I mean, he had there was no hesitancy in him to uppercut this woman. So now how many times had he possibly done that before? Now this was a verbal thing, okay? It was a verbal thing. So if I get into a verbal altercation with a man, no, I'm not going to expect that you're going to uppercut me.
But she
choked him.
She touched him. She assaulted him.
And that's the part that doesn't get clear for a lot of people. And I'm not clear on it. Let me tell you what I saw, and we could watch the tape again and play it 1,000 times. What I saw was her go toward him.
We don't know what she did.
We don't know what she did. I've heard she choked him. I heard she spit at him. I heard she punched him.
Okay.
And there's still an assumption that what we heard the reaction from the people on the bus when she did that.
The people did go, ooh.
They were like,
ooh. Right. All three of those things can be considered an assault.
Right.
I'm
No,
mad
I
at the
can
guy
understand
with the
about the
vest.
spitting.
Because he was in the
I
way.
can understand about the spitting. Now, because I had somebody, a bum spit on me and I cracked the bottle and tried to slice him up.
Right.
Okay, because
And is that your nature? Is that your nature?
No, it's not. But spitting on someone, that's just nasty.
But-
That's just down.
So that's the allegations that are against
Okay.
her,
Well,
and that's the response.
If she did that,
Yeah.
if she did that, then I guess.
Is the uppercut justified if she did that?
Yeah, but even asking
I
that
still-
question is like we put in a value
That uppercut,
system
it's like you were
on
trying to
what
take
should have been
her
done.
out.
is an uppercut is
It's like
10%, a spit is 5.
I get what you're saying.
A choke, you know, we put in a value system
I think you
on a
do.
reaction that is specifically personal and individual based on who the person is. Now,
That's
this
an
guy
excellent
could have
point.
been abused.
Can't argue that.
This guy, as a bus driver, we know, and I've seen it, I'm not from here, but I see how people,
Treat bus
pedestrians,
drivers.
treat these service
Yeah.
individuals on a daily basis.
And they need to get knocked the hell
They-
out.
So this could have probably been that one day, that straw that broke the camel's back.
That's how I feel
This
too.
bitch, who is younger than me, every day, this is just one isolated incident. It could have been that she has been doing this over a period of
History
time.
has it, the man has been working for the company 22 years.
Oh my goodness.
He's 62 years old. I think he's a veteran. And he's never had
He
any
has a daughter
incidents before.
her age, and it's like, what?
And a granddaughter, I think, too. Ray, what you gotta say?
Exactly what I said.
How does this even start? Because she's saying that he thought she didn't have her fare. If you had your fare, why don't you just pay the fare and go sit down?
Exactly.
What is all of this
Exactly.
interaction with the bus driver? Like, how many people ride the bus? How many you even say hello to the bus driver, much less get into an argument? You pay your fare
And
and
you
you,
get
go
in the
and
seat.
sit down.
And you know
if
the
your
bus is
fare is
coming.
in your pocket.
Right.
Or you gonna hold up the bus because you don't have your fare, so you gonna argue with
Yeah.
the bus driver till he says what? Sit down, because you already knew you wasn't getting off the bus when you got on the bus.
Right. You decided.
You was just gonna argue. So
Right.
he said, all right, well, I can't keep holding the rest of these people up.
And I think he was at that point like, well, hold him up. I don't really care.
He's on his job.
He was on his job
He's all day.
all day. The clock keep going.
trying
I
to go
keep
to work?
making money.
I'm on my job.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
getting
then my other thing too is that because I do travel around the country and stuff, I've caught different buses in different places.
Mhm.
There's no better place to catch the bus than New York City. And I mean, and I'm saying
And
that
this was in Cleveland.
yeah.
Their bus service is called Rita.
RTA, right? Like MTA?
Yeah, but they call it Rita.
Like for instance in LA, if like some and it's not just like about a white thing. It's like if some neighborhoods you ain't a Mexican, the bus will not stop for you. If you're not Lebanese in some neighborhoods, the bus will not stop for you. If you're not black in some neighborhoods, the bus will not stop for you. It's really, really strange.
Maybe that's safety though.
And,
Because the truth is, I'm sure if this bus driver was on the white route, maybe he wouldn't have uppercutted her. It might have just been a slap. That was too much. I'm gonna.